Another great song of Prince's. Joining me now is Princess of the real estate industry. Can I call you that?
Yes, absolutely.
Melissa
Anytime.
here from First Avenue.
Thank you.
Were you a fan of Prince?
Yes, absolutely. I was devastated this morning when I woke up and got that news. Absolutely.
Bit of a shock, isn't it?
Yes.
Probably our era, that music.
Absolutely it is.
Talking about era though, the era at the moment is looking very good in Christchurch.
It certainly
we should be
is.
embracing it, shouldn't we?
Yes, absolutely.
The volume of sales have increased?
Yes, volume of sales has increased. There's people out there, low interest rates incentivise people to get in the market and purchase, which is great. But of course that puts real pressure on stock levels. So the more properties that sell, the less are available on the market, and so we need more stock coming on the market to replenish.
And how does that work though? Because if one's moving out, unless they're moving out of Canterbury,
yes,
you're moving from one to the next. So it's a bit of a cycle, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It is a circle.
But also combined with that, you've got investors showing renewed interest in the market as well. So they're taking up the properties that maybe people might have seen it as a first time.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's definitely, I suppose, there's a bit of a change in the way things have previously worked.
Yes.
Very exciting. The city is looking amazing.
Yeah.
We have certainly turned a corner, haven't we?
Yes, we are. I really believe that. And it's exciting to hear that in the next one to 2 years, there's going to be thousands of people come back to the city to work, which is very exciting. Yeah.
But there's even more so a trend. It's actually buying in the city an additional property to your home, just purely for the convenience.
Absolutely, yes. We've had a few inquiries lately of people looking to have a second home that's not necessarily a batch, but it's now an apartment in the city. You can stay there after work if you've worked late, or if you've had a night out in town, somewhere to stay. You might live in North Canterbury or in Sumner or anywhere like that, but you don't want to risk driving home or the cost of a taxi.
And the other bonus now, we have all these wonderful websites you can book accommodation, like the Airbed.
Yes, Airbnb.
Airbnb. Yes. I mean, you can hire it out maybe when you're not there.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely. There's many ways of arranging it.
Apart from being arranged. Another big thing is with the Kiwi Saver, is that has, and we've talked about it before, it's given a great opportunity for first-time buyers in a very hard marketplace previously. Absolutely. Is it working? Does it work?
Yes, we see it working a lot for first-time buyers. It's really exciting to see them enabled into the market, and there's lots of advice out there from your bank or your mortgage brokers, and I guess I encourage, the one thing I say to first-home buyers, encourage them to do their homework, understand what the time frames are that are involved in being part of that incentive scheme, and getting everything ready, all your ducks in a row, all the forms away and so forth, so that you're ready to go as soon as the opportunity presents itself, because you could see the right house for you next week. But if you're not ready for it, someone else might get in before you.
And the first time, for some of us, all that paperwork is quite overwhelming though, don't you think, Melissa?
Oh yes, absolutely.
So can our mortgage brokers, can they actually help us with
that?
Yes,
they're a massive help in terms of helping through that process. Absolutely, I really recommend that, because they're doing it day in, day out. They're familiar with the process, they know all the time frames, they know all the requirements and criteria that you need to meet the process.
One thing I just picked up on what you said before was making sure that all of your ducks are lined up.
Yes.
Okay. So that would equally go if you're thinking about, you've got your original home but you're wanting to buy onto it as an additional home, you should be thinking about how much you can lend, all those sorts of things.
Yes, that's right. Yes, how much equity you've got in your own home. Get that knowledge first. Know how much you would have to put up for a deposit on a property, and then what you can go to when you're negotiating a sale and purchase agreement to buy. Absolutely.
If we're coming to you to sell at the moment, are we getting what we want? Or is because they're moving so quickly?
Yes. Oh,
yes. Where are we?
Definitely. People are getting fair market value. It depends on what part of town you're in as to how much demand there is. But certainly there's a real healthy market out there with people, interest rates being low, people are active in the market, and we've got some very happy customers who've had brilliant results with quite often multiple offers on a property in the first week or two. It's been very exciting.
Can you be greedy though?
Oh yes, I think that's human nature.
Is it?
In any market, really, isn't it? So that's going to happen occasionally, but 9 times out of 10, most people are just very grateful to have interest in their property, be able to negotiate a really satisfactory outcome, and negotiation's the key.
Okay, speaking about something that's quite sad, families breaking up.
Yes.
Couples breaking up. That's a hard one because it's been a family home.
Yeah.
what's your advice to someone that maybe is stepping into that first realm of having to sell the family home, separating the assets?
Yes.
Awful time, isn't it?
It is. That's always emotionally heightened, and maybe one party is more motivated than the other. I guess encourage you to, they'll be in touch with a solicitor anyway, but to get advice as to what's required. But both parties need to be agreeable to that property going on the market.
And I think you just said the golden
terms.
key there. A solicitor.
Yeah, always
go
professional
through
advice.
there and keep it professional and don't get emotional.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sweetheart. Look forward to
thanks,
next month.
Andrea.
It's great, always great advice. But I think what I'm getting from that is never a better time.
Absolutely.
Never a better time. Melissa, First Avenue. Make sure you make contact. Radio.